Now, we send Roger Hammett out and about every weekend, every Saturday, and I don't think I even need to suggest where he is. I think you can probably work it out. Listen to that.
I hope you can hear me. Goodness, peace at last. I'm with hairy bikers, not the hairy bikers, but some bikers who are very enthusiastic about their American V-twin motorcycles, and they're here for a special reason today, because it's a bike safety awareness day at the Harley-Davidson dealership in Millbrook in Southampton. And we hear a lot about bikers being inconsiderate and a bit of a menace on the roads, but actually they do take health and safety very seriously, or at least this group of bikers do. I'm with David Loudon, who's the general manager of Southampton Harley-Davidson. David, what was the thinking behind today?
Just to bring awareness to the bikers, to make sure that they're safe on the road, rather than just for the car drivers to think bike, for the bikers to actually, look at their riding and make sure that they've got the capabilities, really.
Yeah, because you see these signs on the roads, don't you, saying think bike, implying that it's the motorists who are the people needing educating, but presumably bikers need to be responsible as well.
Yeah, I think we all do. We all need to be safe out there.
And these bikes, I mean, you could be forgiven for thinking we're in, California, just off the Pacific Highway, but in fact we're in Millbrook in Southampton, but we're surrounded by gleaming motorcycles, iconic American motorcycles. Who buys these things? Because they're not cheap, are they?
They're not cheap, but everyone buys them. We've got a good customer base now. Anyone from your local backpatch rider to, directors of companies. So there's a bike for everyone.
So is there a sort of fantasy thing going on here? I mean, are these people who maybe went on holiday to America and fell in love with the dream, or is it just that they're good bikes to buy?
I think a bit of both, really. They're good bikes to buy, but it is a fantasy thing, Who would not want to ride a motorcycle?
And presumably the people who ride these bikes are not the kind of boy racers on sports bikes that tend to be the ones, I suppose, that give biking a bad name.
No, I think they start off on sports bikes and then they grow up a little bit and want something a bit more... sedate, but they can go fast.
Yeah, because I noticed there's quite a range of ages here. They're not all sort of, dare I say, geriatric bikers. There's some young ones here as well. So it really is a full range of people who buy them. Yeah,
absolutely. And we've got some new bikes coming that's going to appeal to an even broader range of people now. So, yeah, it's great. We're getting everyone in now.
I'm also with Nigel Cook. Now, Nigel, you edit a magazine for the New Forest Harley Owners Group. What sort of topics do bikers want to talk about?
Road trips, where they can go, maintenance, that sort of thing, really. Just an interesting, it's a lifestyle. Harley-Davidson is a lifestyle more than a biker community, really. So they want to hear things regarding charity work that we do, rides that we may go on or have been on, and that sort of thing, really.
Yeah, and I mean, how things have changed, because I mean, a group like this would in the past be sort of on beaches in Brighton having fights with scooterists, and now you go to tea rooms in the New Forest.
Well, yeah, that's the impression has taken a long time, hasn't it, really, to wane off of those days down in Brighton many years ago. But professional people ride professional bikes, and it's a hobby. People take training and safety seriously and enjoy what they do. We do a lot of work for charity. We're a professional group. And we're not Hell's Angels, really.
Yeah, and presumably the authorities, like the police, like a group like this because you ride bikes responsibly, even though a load of you are going out at one go.
We have 100, 60, 70, 40, 50 bikes any one time, and we take safety seriously. We've got a whole team of people in the group that monitor safety, get trained on safety, organise the rides, lead the rides, and many of them are Solent advanced motorcyclists, and that's a professional organisation that you can improve your skill set, really.
So if about 60 bikes are going out on the road for a group ride, I mean, there are things like traffic lights and roundabouts. I mean, how come you don't lose each other?
Well, we have a system, it's called one-man drop-off system, so that somebody drops off, signals at a roundabout or a turn. So we maintain it, we keep together and we keep safely. And safety is paramount, not speed. Far rather than fast is our motto, really. So it's not a speed thing, it's a safety thing, really.
And not everyone is a hairy biker. I've got a lady biker. What's your name?
Grace.
What got you into this?
My husband's been into bikes ever since he was a young man, and he started with the boy racer bikes, but I think as he got older he looked at Harley-Davidson as an option, and certainly as a couple it's easier for us to ride together on something as big as a Harley-Davidson, which is really comfortable, and I get a backrest I can lean against, which is great.
Now, so this doesn't sound like an advert for one bike. Other bikes are available, of course, but it is a lifestyle thing, and I suppose being out in the open air is great compared to being in a car.
Absolutely, and you get a better view. I see more from the back of the bike than I do when I'm sat in a car, and you really get to enjoy it. And you're out there in the environment, so you've got the wind and the smells, and particularly riding through the New Forest and all the countryside we have around here is brilliant.
So, Sasha, I'm surrounded by leather jackets covered in patches, chainmail belts, long hair, tattoos, beards, and you should see the men.
Roger, enjoy. We'll speak to you again in a moment.
What's happening in the south?
BBC Radio Solent.